Guys, I wanted to talk a little bit today about break falling, some of the basics you should know, some of the things you should do. I'm not necessarily going to give you every break falling tip in this video, but I want to talk about why it's so necessary. So, if you notice, my gi sleeves are rolled up, and usually that's a huge no-no in karate schools, Japanese karate schools. Okinawan karate schools, traditional Okinawan karate schools, they just wear whatever, and then they're all about the practice. Japanese is a little bit more based off of like what Marines and military kind of brought into the martial arts, which is folded gis, nice outfits, don't roll up your sleeves, all that other stuff. So, come see, come saw, right? But anyway, my point is, if you look at my hands here, got a little road rash there, got a little road rash there, got a little bit here, got a little bit there. I had a lady ask me, she said, oh, did you fall and hurt yourself? And I said, no. She goes, well, look at all that. That looks like it hurts. And I was like, yeah, well, I mean, I was break falling. And I think she thought I was giving her some macho bravado. But if it wasn't for knowing how to do a forward break fall, I probably would have broke my wrist. I probably would have broke my elbow. Probably would have busted my shoulder or my face. So beyond mixed martial arts or beyond your traditional style of martial arts or whatever it is, even if you're an athlete or even if you're just nobody that does anything, everybody should learn how to break fall. Okay, so I was running, I clipped my toe on a piece of cement, whatever, and I started going, whoa, like that, right? And so when you break fall to the front, which is probably hardest, if not second to hardest fall you can do, you look to the side, you slap the ground, and you kind of let go of the ground and keep your face away from the ground all at the same time. Okay? And so I still got a little like when I hit the ground. But break falling correctly like saved my butt big time. Okay? So the reasons you need to learn to break fall are just uncountable. I'm going to go over a couple of basic break falls with you today. Let me bring you down to ground level here. Okay. Now, the Japanese say, they say ukemi. Ukemi is basically break falling or receiving the ground, pretty much. And this is what they do in judo. So if you look up like the Kodokan or something like that, they might have break falling, and I would defer to the Kodokan's knowledge any day of the week. So look up ukemi, ukimemi, and that's great. But the basics: I tuck my chin, bring my knees together, and I'm gonna roll back. Now, as long as I'm a ball, and I just roll to my shoulders, as long as I'm a ball, I'm not gonna get hurt as bad. You're going to fall, it ain't going to be fun, but you're not going to get hurt as bad. When I spread out and freak out as I fall, my head's going to slam the ground, my hands are going to grab me, and my wrists are going to break, or my elbows are going to break as I hit the ground. So as I go to fall, what I'm going to do is keep my arms pretty straight, and I'm going to wing them out to the sides. I'm going to roll back to my shoulders, slap the ground. Now, slapping the ground is kind of absorb the force, kind of slow you down. It's also going to prevent you from sticking your hand straight down and breaking your wrist, which I did when I was a kid, which is why I can't touch my thumb to my pinky. Okay? But I'm going to do it from a standing position. So I'm standing up. I'm going to sit and try those rolls like a dozen times before you go to standing. I'm going to sit as low as I can to the ground. I'm going to tuck my chin. I'm going to tuck my shoulders, bring my arms and elbows in. I'm going to sit my butt as close to the ground as I can and slap when my shoulders get to the ground. Don't flatten out like that. One more time. I sit, bend, tuck, slap. Okay? You want to do that one several dozen times. You can just sit and do this for a while. I mean, really, like a Pilates move, just rolling forwards and back can be nice for the spine anyway. Kind of help the core. So that's a backwards one. The only other one I'm going to share with you today is going to be a sideways one. I'll save a whole nother video for other break falls. But if I go ahead and I take this arm, whichever one you perceive it to be, it's my right, and I bring it to the side here, I'm going to roll along my ribs, and I'm going to slap out and have my ear towards the opposite shoulder. And I'm going to slap. So my head doesn't hit the ground. I just kind of rock and slap. See how my body's like a boat? Rock and slap. Okay? Don't go and don't slide your hand out and go like that. Okay? If you want, you can just practice rocking and coming up on your side over and over again. Keeping your ear away from the ground. Then you can slap at the last moment. Okay? I can do that on my other side, but you can do that without me. Then I'll come to my knees. From my knees, I'll sit as low as I can, bring my arm across. I'm going to lead with my hip, bring my ear to my shoulder, and slap. Okay? Do that 10, 20, million times, whatever. Don't go to the advanced part until you get done with the easy part. Well, easy for whoever. Okay? Last thing I'll do is I'll take this leg. Now some people step in front. I feel like you don't have as much chance of stopping yourself if you get nervous. So I'm going to step behind. I'm going to take this leg. I'm going to step behind. I'm going to lead with my butt. Okay? Lead with my hips. I'm going to tuck. Come down. Now you notice I didn't slap my knee to the ground, sit my butt on the ground, and then fall down. So I'm trying to protect my knee, trying to protect my hip. I'm trying to pull my head away from my shoulder. Okay? So I come up. Now, how my feet land here. You'll get lots of different people saying lots of different things. But right now, just rolling to your side is important. For those of you that do know martial arts, you know that when you get thrown, almost always, you end up landing to the side like that. For those of you that don't know martial arts, if I'm walking down the street and I just kind of go, and I just sit, I just tuck and sit. Again, are you going to bruise your butt? Are you going to hurt yourself? Maybe. But the more you tuck up and keep from freaking out, the better you're going to be, safer you're going to be. Get some professional attention with how to do this. Come train with us. Go find another martial arts school that actually knows how to break fall and work on it. If you live in an icy climate or a wet climate or a climate with climate, you need to learn how to fall because we all fall down. Again, I'll save like rolls and forward falls for another day, or maybe, just maybe, come in and train. Springfield Karate and Fitness.